Welcome to Academies Australasia. Academies Australasia Group has colleges in Sydney, Armidale, which includes Academies Australasia Institute and Rural Biz Training, Melbourne, Brisbane, the Gold Coast, Perth, Adelaide and Singapore. Please refer here to the location of the campuses in Armidale. This is the Academies Australasia website. Please visit the website and familiarise yourself with the information provided on the website. Simply go to www.academies.edu.au. Here you'll find the college website where you can access some forms, the Academies Australasia email, and more information on university pathways. We also have our social media pages. This is our Facebook page. Go to Academies Australasia and give us a like, a thumbs up, and follow us for our updates. During your studies, you will be using a couple of our systems. One of those is the Rural Biz Moodle. This is where you'll access your assessment details, you'll have online resources posted there, any class notes and access to forums and so on. You'll also access this regularly. The other system you will have is your Academies Australasia email, which is made up of your unique student number at studentmail.academies.edu.au. This is the Rural Biz Online Moodle platform. This is where you'll find most of your class resources and assessment details. This is the platform you will access regularly for your classwork. You will also be set up with your student email, which is the Academies Australasia email address, and to sign in you'll need your email and password. Your email and password credentials will be sent to you in your orientation email. Please refer to that email for those details and for further instruction. Overseas Student Health Insurance Cover. This covers you from the date of your arrival. It must be paid for the duration of the course, and it covers you for doctors, hospital, ambulance and prescribed medicines. Overseas Student Health Insurance Cover membership cards can be collected at Student Support Services Office. Student Support Services. If you have issues regarding living and studying in Australia, contact the Student Support Officer by arranging an appointment. Student support services are provided free of charge. If you have academic issues, contact the relevant course coordinator by arranging an appointment from Student Services or Student Support Services Officer. For legal advice, students are advised to contact Legal Aid and Fair Trading. For workplace related issues, students are advised to contact the Fair Work Ombudsman. Administrative matters. Change of personal details. You must inform the college of any changes in names, address, contact details, emergency contact details, enrollment status or visa status within 7 days. For transcripts and certificates, at the end of the course, a certificate indicating a level of achievement will be issued. You will need a unique student identifier, or a USI, to obtain a certificate or qualification. Student handbook, telephone numbers and contact details. The student handbook and other important information is provided on the link below and has been emailed to you. The student handbook contains information about college rules and regulations, policies and academic requirements, and it's updated regularly. Please Take the time to read it, and if you require further information or assistance, contact our staff at Student Services. Unique Student Identifier. Every student will need a Unique Student Identifier, or a USI, to obtain the certificate or qualification from their registered training organisation when studying nationally accredited training in Australia. The USI details must be provided to the college upon commencement of the course. USI details are entered and verified in the student management system. For more information, please refer to the student handbook. Student ID cards. You must carry the student ID while on college premises. Lost student ID cards must be replaced. An administrative fee will be charged. Please take note of important dates in relation to your course. Particular points to note are change of course application dates, recognition of prior learning or credit transfer application dates, the end of term date, and the start of term date. Please check these and keep a record of these for your reference. Changing courses. Students wishing to apply to change courses after commencement of their enrolment must complete the application to change course form, outlining the reasons for this change. Pay the change of course fee of $150, and the applications must be submitted by the due date. Exemptions. If you have completed subjects from another institution or can demonstrate that you have equivalent current competencies, you may apply for recognition of prior learning, RPL, or credit transfer, CT. For more information, refer to the student handbook. Applications must be submitted by the deadline to Student Services. Granting exceptions. It may lead to the shortening of the course. It does not affect the Department of Home Affairs requirements that overseas students on a student visa must undertake a full-time study workload of 20 contact hours per week. It does not lead to a reduction of fees payable, and students who wish to apply for RPL may do so by paying an RPL fee of $100 per unit of competency. This fee does not apply to credit transfer. Training delivery. Students must undertake a full-time study workload of 20 contact hours per week. Student attendance is recorded for each subject. Absences must be supported by proper documentation like a medical certificate. Students are expected to be punctual for lessons, and mobile phones to be switched to silent during classes, and assignments are to be submitted on time. Assignments and assessments. Assignments must be set out in acceptable format. They must be your own work, except in group projects, copied on completion and a copy stored securely, and submitted on time. We follow copyright laws, and we do not accept plagiarism, so if you are using somebody else's work or information, please include references. There's no cheating in exams or copying assessments. Failure to attempt an assessment. Alternative test or assignment could be arranged for special cases such as illness. Reassessment. If you fail an assessment, you may be allowed to undertake a reassessment for an additional fee. If you are unhappy with the grade, you must lodge your appeal within 2 weeks. Course progress. The academic year is divided into 4 terms with 9 weeks in each term. Academic progress in each subject is monitored and assessed every term. You must access your results by the beginning of the next term from Paradigm, and you must complete all subjects. Unsatisfactory course progress. The college must report students who fail to meet the requirements for satisfactory course progress. Warning letters are issued every term. Contact course coordinator or student advisor. Failure to establish contact may lead to an intention to report notice. You have the right to appeal. An internal appeals form must be submitted within 20 working days of receiving an intention to report notice. For more information, please refer to the student handbook. Deferring or suspending enrollment. The college may allow you to defer or temporarily suspend your studies, including leave of absence, for compassionate or compelling circumstances. To apply for leave of absence, you must apply where possible at least 2 weeks in advance. Contact Student Services and complete a leave of absence form along with documents supporting the application, like a medical certificate. All required documents must be provided within 7 days of submitting the application. Failure to do so may result in your application being denied. There is no cost to students. Terminating, suspending or cancelling enrolment. The college reserves the right to terminate, suspend or cancel your enrolment. You may refer to the handbook for more details. If your enrolment is terminated, suspended or cancelled by the college, you have 20 working days to access the appeal process. Complaints and appeals. If you are unhappy about a decision or action taken by the college or a trainer, first, raise the matter with the trainer. If you're not satisfied or the matter is more serious, fill an internal appeals form and resolve the matter with the course coordinator. Within 10 days, the course coordinator will contact you or the lecturer for further information. If you are still not satisfied, you may escalate the complaint to the executive director. You will be notified of the outcome of the appeal in writing within 10 working days. Should you feel that the problem cannot be resolved within the college, the executive director should be informed. You may also appeal to the Overseas Student Ombudsman, and please refer to the student handbook for more details on that. Destination Australia Scholarship. The $15,000 will be paid into your bank account on the first Thursday after the commencement of the first, second, third and fourth terms of the course, generally in 4 equal monthly instalments of $3,750. By no later than the first Friday after the commencement of the first, second, third and fourth terms, you are required to electronically transfer $2,750 from your bank account to the college's bank account for payment of your tuition fees. You must adhere to the following criteria for the duration of the course to remain eligible for the scholarship. You must maintain ongoing residency in Armidale. You must study full-time. You must maintain satisfactory course progression. And you must maintain a student visa for the duration of the scholarship in order to ensure protection under the Education Services for Overseas Students Act. The scholarship or any part thereof is not payable if you become ineligible or cease to study the Diploma of Agriculture at the Academies Australasia Institute in Armidale. Your rights. You have the right to be treated fairly, courteously, and with respect by all staff and other students. You have the right to your private information to be treated with confidentiality. You have the right to access to complaints and appeals procedures, receive advice or counselling on academic matters from trainers and course coordinators, and opportunity to access welfare-related support services to assist with issues that may arise during your studies. Your responsibilities. You must be aware of safety and emergency procedures and to report danger, incidents, accidents and injuries. Have your valid student ID within the college premises. Treat other students and staff with courtesy and respect. Be punctual and regular in attendance. Comply with assessment procedures. And inform the college of changes to your personal details, emergency contact details, visa or enrollment status. Please move quietly between classrooms, in corridors and generally on campus. You must also pay your fees as required by the college and access your Academies Australasia student email account regularly. You are not allowed to smoke on campus. That includes e-cigarettes, vaping, or any type of smoking, take food or drinks into the classrooms, harass students or staff, damage or misuse any property, be under the influence of alcohol or any drugs on campus, use computers or internet to send, search for, or download anything which could offend, embarrass, or threaten others. Payment of fees. Fees are payable in advance. The due date is calculated from the course start date. Email and SMS reminders are sent to students in the Academies Australasia student email. Use your student number as a reference for an online transfer. Please make sure to update and provide the correct mobile number to receive SMS reminders. Refund policy. At least one full term's notice in writing is required of any intention to withdraw from a course. Withdrawal appointment can be arranged with the student support officer. Students must complete the application for withdrawal of course form. Students must also complete the student application for refund form and submit it with supporting documents. Refunds will be paid within 4 weeks of receiving the application directly to your bank account or another person who has been authorised by the student in writing. A statement explaining the calculation will be provided. Other than when a visa is refused before commencement of course, there is no refund for non-refundable fees. Refund policy. There is no refund after commencement of course, and there is also no refund for student default. This includes breaches of student visa, failed to commence the course, or misbehaviour. For more information on this, please refer to the student handbook. Work rights. Students are restricted to 40 hours per fortnight once their course has commenced and during any period in which their course is in session. They are able to work unrestricted hours during any scheduled course break. Temporary relaxation of working hours for student visa holders. Due to exceptional circumstances during the COVID-19 pandemic and the need to ensure the supply of critical services, the Department of Home Affairs and Australia Border Force will take a flexible approach to student visa holders working beyond their usual work limitations, but only in specified industries. You can work for more than 40 hours a fortnight if you are employed by an aged care approved provider or Commonwealth funded aged care service provider with a RACS ID or a NAPS ID before the given date. If you are employed by a registered National Disability Insurance Scheme provider, if you are enrolled in a healthcare related course and you are supporting the health effort against COVID-19 as directed by health officials, if you are employed in the agriculture sector, if you are employed in the tourism and hospitality sector, and for more information please refer to the given link for more information. Visa cancellation. The Department of Home Affairs has abolished automatic and mandatory student visa cancellations. A discretionary framework came into effect instead, which means that if an international student breaches their visa conditions, the Department of Home Affairs will consider the individual circumstances of the breach. The college reporting process remains the same. Privacy policy. This outlines why information is collected, how it's collected, how it's kept, how it's used. It also includes the disclosure and how bodies handle your personal information, and requests for information correction and any complaints. For more information on the privacy policy, please refer to the student handbook. Laws that students should know include the Anti-Discrimination Act, the Sexual Harassment Act, the Copyright Act and the Privacy Act. Please refer to the student handbook for more details. International Students Consumer Guide. In Australia, every person has the right to be protected from unfair business practices. New South Wales Fair Trading is the state government agency that resolves disputes between customer and businesses. This information aims to help you understand your consumer rights and responsibilities in New South Wales. For more information, refer to the Consumer Guide for International Students pamphlet in your student pack. Safety information. For when you hear the building alarms or for other emergencies, For example, in the event of a fire, dial 000 000. This is a free call. Alert other occupants and evacuate the building. Do not use the elevator and use the stairs. There are first aid kits also available on campuses if it's needed. Please note, the fire stairs may only be used in emergencies. Government fines apply for misuse. The New South Wales Police Force Engagement Platforms is a good way to find out what's happening and keep up to date with the latest information on emergency services in Australia. Important numbers and contact details. For any emergency in the college, please contact the General Manager. For important numbers and contact details, please refer to the Student Handbook. Thank you, and enjoy your studies.